Yes, 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 people. We are back with another quick video. As you see, we both together for once. My boy came out to Jersey to watch the fight last night, which was kind of disappointing, man. What you think?
Yeah, it was disappointing, but I feel like the women's fight, Serrano and Katie Taylor, great fight. Unfortunately with the headbutt and the decision, I felt that Serrano should have got the nod, even with the point deduction. But I give Katie Taylor props. When she got hurt, she kept swinging back, As far as the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, I just kind of knew when Tyson was fighting, when he was training, he looked slower. Now, I know when you get older, you get slower, but Mike looked slow. It's just that the punches looked explosive, and then with the knee thing on, Mike just had no mobility.
Not even just the knee thing, like even the way he was moving.
Yeah, Mike was moving like somebody was pulling his trunks backwards, yo. Yeah.
Yo, he was like it reminded me, he was moving like, I say like, shit, right after the first round. First round, he looked good. He looked decent, like, okay, let's see if he could cut the ring off. But then I think in the second round, looked like his leg buckled a little bit. And when he was going back to the corner after the second round, it looked like when he got rocked by Holyfield. Like the round when they fought the first time, and right before the round before he got stopped, remember he got hurt?
Yeah.
And he was walking back to the ring looking like Robot Kong.
Kong, wake up.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked hurt. He didn't even get caught with nothing by the second round. Like, Jake Paul didn't even really touch him with nothing, but he looked hurt. Like, his legs, I was like, oh, man.
He started to show his age.
Mike's legs didn't look good after that second round. And basically, at the end of the day, I was saying that it was probably going to be a lose-lose. I didn't get to film that, but I was telling you earlier, like, before the fight, like, it's a lose-lose for Jake Paul. Because if he wins, it's like, dude is like almost 60. You know what I mean? And if you lose, then it's like, dude, you know, the gig is up, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So either way, I'll give Mike credit because he didn't really get hurt. You know, some people are saying, oh, Jake was taking it light on Mike. I don't agree with that. From what I saw, he was trying to set Mike. He was going low, trying to set him up for that overhand right. You know, the same joint that he knocked the dust at
Tyron
Woodley forehead, you know what I'm saying? But he couldn't catch Mike. Mike was still moving his head and was actually weaving a lot of punches. When I was watching, Jake Paul was trying, he was missing. And I felt like Jake Paul didn't want to throw that one extra punch because if Mike could counter him, you know, that's basically the only way he could have caught Jake. Is if he could have caught him in between Jake punches, because Mike couldn't cut the ring off, you know, and like you said, he looked slow to you in training. He looked pretty fast to me in training. That smack looked fast, but again, he couldn't sustain it for more than, you know, a couple of seconds per round where he had enough juice to really do anything, because he ended the fight with, like, Jake Paul threw like 3,000 more punches than him by the end of the fight. But,
man,
you know,
Jake Paul only threw...
He threw 200 and something, and Mike threw less than 100.
I feel like when Jake Paul...
Well, he might have threw 3 something. And Mike threw
270 something,
right.
218. But I feel like it looked like Jake Paul had opportunities to throw more punches, but when Tyson was countering, throwing those lunging hooks, you know, he kind of stopped Jake Paul in his tracks. But also, Tyson, like when his knee looked like it went out.
Yeah.
You know, most pressure fighters, if you don't know, can't fight going backwards. And look like Jake Paul, when making Tyson go backwards, Mike had to circle around. Same thing with Trinidad. You start peppering him, Trinidad's not going to know how to fight off the back foot. He's going to circle around. You know, that's just the way he was trained. But Mike didn't look too bad. I just like...
Yeah, especially for his age.
Yeah,
and he looked in great shape. But
when he got in the corner, he looked like he could do more, but he couldn't do more. And he was slipping a lot of punches, which I was really impressed with.
Yeah, he was.
But Mike wasn't using his jab. But when you use your jab and somebody's fighting off the back foot, you also got to know how to do a half step to cut the ring off where you got to make the guy fight. And Tyson should have also went to his body. Tyson was back when he was Mike Tyson, he was a great body puncher.
Yeah. And like, this is the key word, back when. So, you know, for everyone, you know, the hype is over, the dream is over. You know, Mike wind up looking his age after the second round. And actually, when I saw Mike come into the ring, that's where it's funny. With me, I always see something during that ring walk, man. And when Mike did his ring walk, it looked like his leg buckled during the ring walk. You were saying he might have stepped on something or something?
Yeah.
But I could have sworn when he was walking to the ring, it looked like he stumbled a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm thinking, man, his leg might have been messing up before the fight even started. And he said he said his leg was messed up.
Yeah, he
just didn't want to miss that payday.
It looked like, Dad, yo, you know, I got to go through this right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, my leg is damaged. I got to just go through the motions right now. That's kind of like what his face looked like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like he didn't look like, you know, that snarl, that you know, like, yo, I'm about to kill this dude. I didn't see the killer look on his face. I kind of seen a dude who was like, just like you said, like, all right, this is about to go down now, right now. I'm not really feeling 100%, and I'm about to be like 65 next week. Like,
no, I want to say something. Most boxers that are now retired stay in the gym, stay in the shape. Mike Tyson did not do that. Now, if Mike Tyson, you know, refrained from, you know, he does his weed thing, whatever, and stayed in shape, he would have had a much better chance because your body has muscle memory, your reflexes, your timing, everything would have been insane.
Muscle memory?
No, memory.
Oh, okay.
You thought I said memory?
She said something.
No, I said, yo, stop. Anyway.
Sounded like me on the last episode, man. You don't got nothing to drink?
Nah, it's good. Yeah.
Nothing over there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if he would have been staying in shape, he would have had a much better chance because his body would have been like, oh, I remember this. And his reflexes, even though he's an older guy, he would have been able to throw more punches. Mike Tyson was throwing one punch at a time, and he looked frustrated. And I guess due to the frustration it was that knee.
Yeah, it looked like, to me, like, straight up, if Mike could have cut the ring off, like, I think he could have did some damage.
Yeah.
He just couldn't, he couldn't get in front of Jake. Couldn't do it.
Well, if Jake Paul, you don't want to fight a boxer, why don't you challenge Andre Ward and see how you do? He's not, in his 50s and nothing. He's 39, 38 years old. He still stays in shape.
I don't think Jake Paul wants no parts of any
fight
experienced
Ward,
boxer that's under 58. You know what I'm saying? Look, you see what happened the last time he fought a boxer. And like I said, Tommy Fury is like a D-level fighter. He only had 4 fights, I think, when they fought. And, that fight wasn't impressive by either of them. They both weren't impressive in that fight. But Tommy Fury did, pretty much beat him easily. He did get caught with that one shot that dropped him in the last round. But that wasn't enough. Jake Paul's footwork didn't look good that fight. And you see, Jake gets very mad when that question is brought to him. I think one of the reporters asked him during the press conference, like, when are you going to fight an actual boxer around your age? And he was like, oh, so y'all dissing Mike? Like, he tried to brush it off on Mike, like saying, oh, well, Mike ain't a real fighter. Yeah, Jake, he's a real fighter, but he was 78 years old when y'all fought, man. So, come on, bro.
Yo, Jake, man.
And I said, I ain't no disrespect. I give you credit for stepping in the ring, but I can't give you full credit or as a true boxer until you actually, like I said, start fighting fighters, who are actually fighters with some type of boxing pedigree. I can't believe you actually, I think in the Cameron, the interview they had with Cameron, the face-to-face, I think he actually brought up Nate Robinson. Like, dude, Nate Robinson, bro, come on, man.
Yeah, just to see the fact that he laid out Nate Robinson like that. Dude, I respect your brand, but you milking the cow right now, Camacho.
You getting money, but
you milking the cow right
now, like Mace said, all money ain't good money, and ain't no hate. Like, shit, I heard he was, supposed to make $40 million. Mike got 20 M's. I'm happy for Mike. I'm happy for both of y'all. I
respect that.
I ain't mad at Jake Paul's hustle at all. A lot of people out here, they going for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, me, when I hear about Jake Paul's fights, I'm, like I said, I'm looking for whoever else is throwing it. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I'm not putting my hard-earned dollars towards that. But I give it to him that he's built a brand enough where, he's making bigger checks than most fighters who been working on their craft their entire lives, which is kind of messed up. But it's a capitalist society, and that's how it is. And, speaking of money, I need people to like. I need people to subscribe. I need people to hit them notifications because, eventually we trying to make some money.
Word up, yo.
But we, it ain't no rush. We ain't coming with no gimmicks or games or nothing like that. We trying to earn it, like I said, brick by brick, subscriber by subscriber. I'm going to start running down on people in the streets, especially if I know you and I know you ain't subscribed to my channel. I'm going to check your joint. I'm going to look up on your joint and be like, yo, you subscribed yet, man? Like, if not, like, yo, I'm going to send you a link right there and make you subscribe right then and there, man. Like, on some bully. I'm going to start bullying into subscribers, man.
Yo, respect the hustle, man. It's unbiased boxing talk. The Dead on Dentist. I'm WooBeastly. This is Just Mark.
Just Mark, you know what I'm saying? Not Mark Doe, not... Nash.
I'm about to say something, yo.
None of that, man. It's just Mark. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man now. None of the childhood names or none of that. None of the rap names. None of that, man. It's just Mark. And that's Mark with a C, man. Stop playing. Anything you gotta say? Oh, let's real quick on that Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor fight. That was the fight. That was the joint. Like I said, I knew that was gonna be fight of the night. The Barrios,
and Alex Ramos fight was a good fight too.
That was a good fight too. That was definitely an action-packed fight. They definitely thumped it out. Both looked beaten and battered, just like in the Katie Taylor fight. It's like, unfortunately, the Mike Tyson fight, that was like a glorified sparring fight. Neither of them had a bump or bruise on them.
Yeah.
Because neither of them, Jake Paul landed a couple of BS shots that, weren't really clean. Because I said Mike was moving his head. Yeah. At least he couldn't move his legs or his arms like that. But his head movement was probably the best in years.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Even when he caught Mike, Mike got an iron chin, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Jake Paul doesn't know how to sit on his punches.
He does. Well, he does if you're standing right there. Again, like Tyron Woodley or Nate Robinson was standing right in front of him. And, yeah.
Yeah, but as a boxer, even though if you're moving, you got to sometimes plant your feet to throw a punch. Now, some fighters can fight on their toes and throw hard punches, but you have to be athletically gifted, which Jake Paul is not. You know what I mean? But the man is...
No, you said, well, you don't think he's athletic?
I mean, he's all right. I'm not.
I'm talking about as far as boxing. You
boxing
mean
wise? Yeah, he moved.
Footwork, but I think he's an athletic guy. He's
the punches he was throwing.
He was an all-American wrestler.
Yeah, but he was throwing arm punches though.
That's what I said. He doesn't have the boxing pedigree. That's why
you gotta turn your waist. You know what I'm saying? You gotta turn your waist like you're a quarterback.
And that's what that's the things I try to tell you. Like Jake Paul, you can see he has a lot to learn still. And there's, like I said, there's a reason he's milking his hustle. But me personally, I don't think, unless Jake Paul actually fights somebody who's a real boxer, like if you said he was to fight a Andre Ward or something like that, I think the gig is up, man. I don't think anybody's, they fought on Netflix, made a huge bag, both of them, but I don't think anyone's paying. Like, I think, because even his last fight, against the bare knuckle guy, I'm forgetting his name right now, Mike Perry.
Oh, man.
Yo, that fight didn't do well. The pay-per-view numbers weren't good. It's almost like he had to do this. Like Tyson said, if it wasn't Mike Tyson, there's, everyone came to see what Tyson was going to do.
Right.
I think the gig is up on Jake Paul. And, hopefully he made 40 mil, 50, 100, whatever he's going to bank off of this. Because I think it's over, man. I don't think nobody's paying big top dollars or paying big money to see Jake Paul no more because he was not impressive against 87-year-old fighter, man.
Yeah. You're milking the cow, Camacho, and it's running out of milk.
Yeah, that's it, man. But Katie Serrano, which I didn't know that she, I said Katie Serrano. I mean, Amanda Serrano.
Amanda Serrano, yeah.
I did not know that she came until probably when I was listening to preliminary stuff before the fight came on, that she moved up 2 weight classes to fight Katie Taylor.
Yeah.
So
actually,
that's probably the reason. Did they say 3 weight classes?
3 weight classes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just off of that, I got to give Amanda Serrano mad props. I thought she edged out the fight personally, especially after Katie Taylor got points deducted.
Yeah.
I thought she was landing the bigger shots. Like, I thought she was, I didn't really see Amanda get hurt in that fight. I seen Katie Taylor get buckled a few times in them exchanges.
But she kept firing back.
No, she was definitely firing back. They was going at it, but being that they was going at it blow for blow, and I got to go with the person who was hurting the other person. But if it wasn't for the eye cut, and a lot of times, when Pacquiao lost to the guy from the Australian guy.
Jeff Horn.
But
Jeff Horn was roughing him up though.
But same thing.
Yeah, Pacquiao
was rocking him though throughout that fight, but Pacquiao looked busted up, and Jeff Horn didn't. So they sometimes judges, like I said, I wasn't one of the official judges, so sometimes getting busted up like that and having that nasty cut, judges will, and Katie Taylor was hitting that cut a lot, making it worse throughout the fight. Bloodying her up, and some judges, will give it to someone based on that, like whose face is more damaged. You know what I'm saying?
They both was cut. I mean, Amanda Serrano had a really gash. I'm glad the referee didn't stop the fight and let him fight on. You know what I'm saying? A lot was at stake. Like I said before, if you look at Katie Taylor's neck, I don't know if she does neck bridges on the floor or she with the machine. She has a thick neck, so I got to give her a grade A for a world-class chin, because she got caught. I think the first round
and that's what I say. I'm like, well, if Amanda moved up 3 weight classes and rocked her, that's why I said I got to give Amanda more props. Like, thinking if they were actually, if she was actually at that weight class naturally, that she probably would have knocked her out.
But also,
with some of those punches.
I was telling you last night, Amanda Serrano should have really went to her body.
She kept
headhunting too much.
Both headhunting.
Yeah, you got movers. You got a mover. If you're a pressure fighter and you can punch hard, you have to go to the body. You got to take the legs. Once you take the legs, that will force a fighter that moves stay in front of you, and then you can start, connecting with your shots. But Amanda Serrano was probably caught up in the emotion after the headbutt, and she's like, I'm gonna just go for the KO. Katie Taylor got rocked a few times, and she came back with some combinations of her own. It was like a give and forth. Amanda Serrano, the pressure fighter with the harder punches. Katie Taylor with the faster punches. And I didn't realize how fast Katie Taylor was until I really watched her fight last night. So I got to give her props as well.
That was an amazing fight, man.
Great fight.
Now, before we wrap this up, man, we got to get this bet right for this Tyson Fury. Oleg. I was about to say Alexander again. Alexander Usyk.
Listen, I ain't doing no push-ups on live, yo.
No, listen. This is the bet, man. This is the official bet. We're
going to shake on it right now, yo. I'm not shaking on that, yo.
Listen to what it is, though. Listen to the proposal.
Ahead.
Like I said, you talking about slap boxing, and I'm talking about 100 push-ups. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the bet. You win the bet, then we slap box. I win the bet, then it's 100 push-ups.
I'll take the bet. I will take the bet, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to shake on it right now.
And like I said, kind of like Jake Paul, it's a lose-lose situation.
Hold on. Don't let go yet.
Listen, man.
Your word up.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lose-lose situation for you, because you scared to do the push-ups, number one. And then if we happen to slap box, like I told you, you're not in the best of shape right now. And like I said, I'm going to light you up like the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center, man, if we slap box. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tag you up like a retailer putting new tags on a new shipment of clothing, man. It's over for you either way, dog. So
you see his beard? When I smack him, it looks like a COVID mask right now, yo. I'm going to smack it right off. This beard's going to come off, yo. It's going to come right off. Like, all I need is, see these right here? See these right here? These mitts?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I told you. I'm not letting you catch me with them hands.
All right.
Let me see your hand in my hand. Look at that, yo. That's crazy right there. Dogs, your hands are like shovels, bro. That's crazy right there.
You know what? I'm going to get in shape just for you, yo. Ladies and gentlemen, yo.
Dead Arm Dentist, man. Look out for the new video. We dropping videos every week. Coming with news. We're going to have some reactions video. It's coming up to classic fights. We got our top 5 knockouts of 2024 coming up.
That's right.
The top 5 prospects of 2024 coming up. And the Dead Arm Dentist of the Year, man. who is gonna be the DEADARM dentist of the year. You know, drop some you know, in the comments who y'all think on them subjects, man. We out of here, dogs.
Straight from the borough. Even though man hated, I remain the most anticipated. Those glad it made it. Blast your nickel plated and salute the realness, cause man faking. When I peel, hit the floor, I conceal bricks. So raw, I got the sickest 6'4" you ever seen. I saw it conquered when it's on and poppin'. My dogs are barking to eat food, my enemies feel heat like pet eagles, some suggest they're equal. Lyrically, I'm like a desert eagle. Mentally, I measure kilos. Physically, I'm compared to Tito. Trinidad, both hands are lethal.